Waffle House is actually insane. Their commitment to making breakfast is unrivaled, and they have the best logistics on the planet outside the U.S. military.
Wait, what?
I'm here for
Yes.
it. Lay it on me. I need this.
Waffle House.
I need this story time.
So Waffle House is like, we're making breakfast and we're not closing under any circumstances. So they have a quote unquote playbook that's in every Waffle House in the country. And this playbook has every possible thing that could go wrong, like floods, hurricanes, fires, somebody driving into the building. Here's the steps we have to do to stay open. And they just run the playbook 24/7. So
Jesus.
when there's a natural disaster coming, like if there's a hurricane coming, they designate what they call a jump team of other Waffle House workers from unaffected areas that volunteer to commute into a fucking hurricane to work at Waffle House while all the affected employees are at home managing their own families and houses.
SEAL Team Waffle drops in.
Bro.
Dude, that's awesome.
Dude, I just imagine like a thunderstorm is
syrups.
rolling in. Yeah, and you have like, you hear like a C-130 flying overhead. You're like, what's that? And then Waffle House employees are halo diving in.
They're like fast roping onto the roof and shit.
Flight of the Valkyries is flying. Bum, ba-da-bum, bum, bum, ba-da-bum, bum.
Dude,
They're just so get it out with spatulas and like salt and pepper and like hot sauce packets that they're throwing like grenades.
Meat patties.
they have, so whenever a natural disaster is coming, that Waffle House stocks up on supplies, and then all the other adjacent Waffle Houses in the unaffected area also stock up on supplies, and they'll even go as far as like renting out storage units to stage food and supplies to be able to get it to this affected Waffle House in time. The logistics they put into staying open during natural disasters is insane. Like, there's no way they're making money on it. They're just operating on the principle of like, no, we said we were open 24/7 and we fucking meant it.
Yeah, but that kind of like reliability is going to bring you back over and over again.
Oh, 100%. Imagine you're at the lowest point in your life. Your house just got taken out by a fucking hurricane, and the first meal you've had in 3 days is Waffle House. You're going to remember that for the rest of your life. You just got a lifetime customer for sure.
Two things are true in that moment. One, you're extremely excited to have some good food and you'll remember that moment forever. And two, you're also going to have the first really good shit after your house got blown away.
This is true.
And it's kind of like medieval times where you're going to probably see a fight unfold.
It's
Yeah.
true.
Well, that's if you're there at 2 a.m. If you're there at like 9 a.m, like when the normal folk walk in, no. But like
The old people.
after 11 o'clock at night at a Waffle House, things get like much more seedy.
So
Well, it depends. It's usually a one-on-one unless someone throws a chair. If a chair is thrown, then it's a full-out brawl.
You think that one of the guys that drops in with Super Secret Forces Waffle House is like an MMA expert just ready to throw hands with anybody that challenges the staff
I think that's-
during that emergency scenario?
I think that's all Waffle House staff, actually.
I just want to see Chuck Liddell with that little bonnet hat on sideways being like, you want waffle fries? And
Waffle
then somebody's
Force?
like,
Waffle has combatives one you have to take.
Dude,
It's just
so,
part of like the DVD training. It's like, here's how you shrimp. Here's how you pull guard. Here's how you pass guard.
it gets
Pour hot
worse.
coffee on them.
but just Chuck Liddell's like giving people like their plates and somebody stands up and is like, this is bullshit. And then like Chuck Liddell just like stares at him real quick and snaps at him and they just sit down or they just get thrown through a window and then they just say, oh, that's part of hurricane damage.
Dude, that's that hard cut where like they stand up to Chuck Liddell wearing that little hat, that
Yep.
fish, that, and then it just hard cuts to the outside of that dude flying through the window.
Yep.
So on top of that, every single Waffle House in existence has a backup generator. The stoves run on propane, and they have their own propane tank out back on reserve in case the power grid goes down and they lose natural gas. They have fucking candles and flashlights 24/7. They have backup water reserves and a special menu of what they're available to serve if they don't have running water, so they can serve the most amount of food humanly possible off their reserve water. It's the fucking Terminator of fast food.
Dude,
When
Wait,
was-
so you're
when
wait?
was-
Should we?
Go ahead.
I was gonna say, do we? If like an apocalypse happened, it like a Waffle House is a good viable option then.
Oh, 100%. Like, okay, this is the kicker. Waffle House is so good at staying open. FEMA, the Federal Emergency Management Agency, uses Waffle House to determine how bad a natural disaster is. They literally have, and I quote, the Waffle House Index.
Yes, I've seen this.
I've heard of it.
Like, if Waffle House is conducting business as usual, it's green. If Waffle House is using backup power or they're operating on a limited menu, they're at yellow. And if Waffle House is closed, it's red alert and people are already fucking dead. And Waffle House being closed is the fucking trigger to deploy the National Guard. I'm not kidding.
Wait, for real?
Yes, I'm not joking.
Everything. I love capitalism.
It's so good. Okay, I got a question. Through all
Imagine
of
getting
this,
spun up on QRF.
yeah, Waffle House QRF go.
And that's sure they're like Waffle Houses hit red.
Sir, a second Waffle Houses went down. Red alert.
Waffle Houses are in the stage red.
A hurricane has hit the second Waffle House.
Waffle 1, this is Waffle Daddy, come in. Fucking, oh man. Dude,
What happened to Waffle 7? Nobody talks about Waffle 7.
We don't talk about Waffle 7.
The guy who invented this, like started Waffle House, was he like a logistics officer? Was he like a fucking ranger? Like,
I feel
my
like he was a
God.
1945 like World War II vet that was like prepared for the bomb to be dropped at any moment and then just said, it's coming. The Cold War's going to take us all out. Get ready, boys. We're going to be billionaires in what's it called in Fallout, New Vegas.
You're going to shit your pants when I tell you what the original owner did.
I'm here. I'm
The
here for it.
original
Go.
owner, Tom Faulkner, was a counterintelligence officer in the U.S. military in World War II, and his job was to try to infiltrate U.S. bases pretending to be like a painter or an electrician, and he did that for 2 years. And on his third year, in 1940, he got told to report to Fort Knox, Knoxville, Tennessee. Didn't know why, and he shows up, and they're like, hey, here's your partner. You and him are going to drive that truck in normal civilian clothes from Knoxville, Tennessee to Los Alamos Training Center in New Mexico. You're not going to look inside the truck. You're not going to talk about what's inside the truck. You're going to drive straight fucking there, alternating taking turns for 53 hours straight on a route that avoids every major city. And then you're going to drop off the truck, fly back, and do it again for a year and a half straight. And he's like, cool, didn't ask any questions. 20 years later, Tom Faulkner finds out that he delivered all of the enriched uranium for the nuclear program to Los Alamos.
This is so fucking gangster.
And because of the radiation, he has super brain powers and was able to create Waffle House. It
And a
all
third
makes
testicle.
sense. Yeah, he's really good at creating cancer in his body.
So he links up with another World War II vet that was a B-24 pilot. They make Waffle House. They run it, grow it to 2,100 locations. They work together as best friends for 62 years. And then at the ages of 97 and 98, they both die within 6 months of each other and hand off the entire company to their kids. It's the American dream. Just work with your best friend your entire life, build something, hand it off to your kids, and fucking die. The end.
God bless capitalism.
It's great.
It's such a beautiful story.
It really is.